Did you guys notice the part that says she thinks that these drugs make her happy? The question then is Regina not happy? The same Regina that comes online and posts everything happiness. How amazing her life is. She's smiling and everything she's putting out there is all about how happy her life is. How happy she is. How amazing her life is. So she's needing drugs to make her happy? Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So I don't know if you have seen my previous video about Regina Daniels and Ned Nwoko, that their marriage has broken up. And Regina Daniels accused Ned Nwoko of violence. So she said there was domestic violence in the marriage. If you haven't seen it, just check it. It's my previous video. Apparently, Ned Nwoko has really responded to that. Kemi Oluloyo said, excuse me. Kemi Oluloyo said she contacted him. So I'm just going to read what she wrote, right? Kemi Oluloyo said, breaking. I just spoke to Prince Ned Nwoko on the events at his house in the last 48 hours. It is very, very sad.
Hey, Summer. As you know, this is like the third time that I've tried to get into your Airbnb. And I'm really, really happy that on this occasion, I was able to get a date. I want you to know that you're doing a great job. As soon as I stepped in, it felt like home. It really did. And you know how we can be fussy, right? You're doing a great job. Everywhere was clean. Everything was tidy. Everything is working. How rare is that? But yeah, this is to say thank you for a really beautiful stay. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to book another one. God bless you, Summer. Bye.
Please go to my YouTube. As I narrated our phone call, as you know, the Nwokos are our dear family friends. Regina's medical state is compromised, and this has broken my heart greatly. Blog stories are inaccurate. It's worse than you thought. The marriage has not ended. I'm the only person Ned spoke to. He will release an official statement tomorrow. It is not a movie or prank. It is real life. Be compassionate, as this is very sensitive. She continues, and she said, Senator Nwoko was not at home Friday when Regina started destroying cars and windows in the house. He traveled to Warri. Munwa, aka Moon, had a slight fever with temperature up. Regina, being impaired and incoherent, refused the home nurse to attend to Munwa, their oldest son. He said that Gina slapped two nannies and her own driver. He then told me his driver had to return from Delta, took Moon to the hospital. He said he wasn't at home when Regina's brother Sammy and company came to fight in his house. His security guards denied them entry. Senator Ned is angry with Regina for what she is doing with substances of abuse. She wants the best for her. I think she meant to say he wants the best for her. And she should think about the children. She thinks that these drugs make her happy, and yet ruining her life without realizing it. Ned told me even her friends are playing with her mind. Said he wants to be by her side, knowing that she has worn him out. But this is marriage after all. He said if she continues to, to do the same thing, she has to go to the hospital to receive treatment. Even if she does not want to, she has to go. Otherwise, she will have wasted herself, her children, and her consciousness without realizing it. Ned said Gina was filming him in the bathroom while he was about to urinate in the morning and did not know what she was thinking and felt she was high on substances. So, but I just... Sorry guys, I'm not feeling the best, so just manage my voice as it is today. I just want to say, to start with, Regina Daniel accused him of domestic violence. And I have to say this, if it is true, let's say that because we don't live with them. If it is true, in fact, I even feel like, the Senate should investigate it. I believe that if a man is domestically violent, is enough for the Senate to say, should this person be in the Senate? I don't know if Nigeria, they take all those kind of things seriously when it comes to the, when it comes to politics. So I don't know. But I want to just say that it's something that should be investigated. Regina Daniel should properly make a report, and then the police or whatever will investigate it, and justice should take its course like normally. And at the same time, it's confusing because now this man is saying that he wasn't even at home on that day when this thing happened. He said he was not in the same state. I think they live in Abuja. So he said he was in Warri. He wasn't around. So if he was not around, how come she was talking about domestic violence when the man is not there? It's a bit confusing. So, we know the idea. Bottom line, I'm going to say something else, but I want to say that bottom line, it still goes back to what I said in the video I posted earlier today, that just watching people online is not enough to conclude that, oh, look at their lives, they have amazing lives, and you want to have their lives. Because you don't know what's going on in their lives. You only know what's going on in your life. There are a lot of women that are married to a regular guy. They may not be billionaires or whatever, but the man has never lifted a finger at her. You know what I mean? And they may have been looking at Regina and wishing to be Regina, not knowing that she's going to come out and say there's domestic violence. Nobody would have even thought of anything domestic violence. Okay, now, going to what Ned Nwoko is saying, that she's into drugs. Think about it. And if that is true, because I keep saying, if the domestic violence is true, if Regina Daniel accusation that she's into drugs is true. I have a weight loss program in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section. And if you want to Google it, it's summerhealthyweightloss.com, because it's not just about losing weight, but losing it in a healthy way. It's important. Be careful. I've been saying it. I've been doing this disclaimer. If you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. You don't have to starve. You don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's summerhealthyweightloss.com. That is my website. So if it is true she's into drugs, you would wonder, a girl of her age, I don't think that girl is, I think by now she should be 25. She married this man, if I'm not mistaken, when she was like 18 or 19, something like that. She was quite young. And you see, when you talk about age gap marriage, I have nothing against age gap marriages. But I think to a great extent, it's nice when it's not too much. And my biggest concern, has always been about, okay, couples want to live to a life and be together, in old age and all of that. But when the age gap is a lot, the chances of doing old age together is slim. Let me say, you may marry someone of your age, for whatever reason, he entered a vehicle and was in a car crash, or something can happen to them too. But if you're saying naturally how life works, if people have to go by age, a man that's 40 years older than her, that's a lot. Not only about life expectancy, the other aspect is when it comes to relating with each other. The age gap is always going to be a thing. You see Regina Daniels always with the younger people and doing young people things. Like there was even a video I saw on her profile on Instagram where you see all these young people like packed in the house, in her room or whatever. There's no woman around Ned Nwoko's age, a matured older woman, that will all the time will be packing friends in the house and, being that, I don't use the word childish, or like acting like teenagers. You know what I mean? That kind of teenagers kind of gathering. There's a lot of it in Regina's life. Also, did you guys notice the part that says she thinks that these drugs make her happy? The question then is Regina not happy? The same Regina that comes online and posts everything happiness. How amazing her life is. She's smiling and everything she's putting out there is all about how happy her life is. How happy she is. How amazing her life is. So she's needing drugs to make her happy? What am I going back to? I'm still going back to that thing I said about people you watch online, people you see on social media, on the internet, on TV, whatever. Be careful what you believe. You don't know what is really going on in people's lives. For a 25-year-old girl to think that drugs will make her happy, that means she's looking for happiness. Does it mean she didn't find happiness in the billionaire marriage that the whole world has been speaking about, that she has been showing to the whole world? On the other hand, like I'm going to say, this is allegedly what Ned Nwoko said, posted by Kemi Oluloyo. She said that he said that he's going to do an official publication, which I think he would, because he's a political person, so he's a politician. So when their lives are exposed in a certain way, they always have that, if I can call it obligation or whatever, to come and explain themselves, because the whole country will be looking at you and be like, okay, you are someone in a position of power, you're serving the country, your reputation is on the line here, come and explain yourself. So we have to wait to hear from him directly. But if this one is true, if you take nothing else from this video, take those two lines where he allegedly said that she thinks that the drugs will make her happy. Let that sink in. Another thing is, we do not know. Everybody keeps saying she went into this marriage for the money. And some people believe that you can just marry a man because of his money and you'll be happy even if you don't have feelings for him. Right? We don't know if she has feelings for him or not. Only her knows. Right? And if she has no feelings for him, but the money is there. There was a video I made way back in which I said that, although I've always said it, there are people that were cussing her out and all of that. And I said, don't forget, she did not offend anybody. All she did was marry a man that is 40 years older than her or go into polygamy. It is her life at the end of the day. Of course, we're going to have opinions, but I felt like some people were taking it too far. Why will you curse somebody? She's not even a member of your family. It's none of our business in the real sense of it. She's not someone we deal with in our regular lives. She's not physically in our lives. Fine, we can use her story and be like, okay, this does not make sense, blah, blah, blah. Advise your children, your nieces and nephews, young girls out there. Oh, that's it. That's where it ends. But to curse at her, I didn't see the need for that. But I'm going back to what I'm saying. In one of my previous videos when she newly got into this marriage, I said something about how when people think money is everything and then they finally see that money, you will now see that they can have all that money because they don't reach there. You now say you've been there, done that. What's next? After you have seen all that money, that is when people now realize that the rich also cry, that money is not everything. Like, what's it called now? Ashake sang in his song, Lonely at the Top. There are people that are married to billionaires in dollars. I'm not even talking of naira, right? But they are lonely, miserable women because in some cases they were never connected to the man, in the way that a woman wants to be connected with a man. You know what I mean? And the age gap being that much can also be a barrier because no matter how matured Regina seems to have become, she's still a young girl in her 20s. Nothing can change that. What are the likelihood of a woman around Ned Nwoko's age being into drugs? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Especially a Nigerian woman. What are the likelihood? What are the chances? So going back to what he allegedly said to Kemi Oluloyo, she thinks the drugs are happy. So she's in pursuit of happiness. The girl that married the Ned Nwoko, the billionaire, the girl that drives Ferrari, the girl that wears jewelries, that this man is buying her jewelries of tens of thousands of dollars, is looking for happiness, looking for a drug to make her happy. Like I said, if this is true, it's just so sad. Like, we can't stay without talking about it, because at the end of the day, like my platform, I'm one of those that like to bring out lessons from stories we see online. But the truth is that there's no way we can ignore a topic like this. And why I'm saying something like it's so sad, because everything happened in our own koro eyes. We all saw the whole, even the wedding day, the first one, she didn't look sure about it. A lot of people kept on pinpointing and saying, this girl, her face doesn't say that she's really into this thing. People believe she was into the money that was involved and the change in her life, but not necessarily into the man. You understand? And then to imagine that people have been watching and waiting for a day like this, and it's coming so soon. It's actually coming quite too soon, if I can put it like that. Anyways, I just wanted to quickly share Ned Nwoko's side of the story, allegedly, until he publishes his statement, official statement. Then we can, authentically say that this is, he has spoken. I wanted to quickly share this update. As always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.